Hello and welcome to another Dragonstorm Studios video. And today we're going to be drawing a picture which is based on a television show which I'm watching at the moment called The Book of Boba Fett. So at time of recording, episode 4 has just come out and I am really enjoying this series. People seem to be pretty mixed on it at the moment, which is totally fair. It's a long-running property. In fact, I was surprised to find out that Star Wars turns 45 years old this year, and that just is mind-boggling to me. But I've enjoyed the show, and two elements of Star Wars' history, which I'm really close to, were kind of merged today, which is wonderful. And the first is Boba Fett, who I'm a big fan of. I've been drawing him since I was a kid. He inspired many doodles and sketches, but also the Rancor monster. In 1983, The Return of the Jedi came out, and there was a scene where Luke Skywalker falls into this dungeon of Jabba the Hutt, and inside there's a creature. And I remember seeing this in the theater and being absolutely terrified by it. And yet, like many things on this channel you've seen that I'm terrified by, for example, sharks, it came to become one of my favorite aspects of the show. And it's appeared on the covers of comic books, and it's made a few appearances here in other media as well. But the prospect of Boba Fett riding a Rancor monster across the dune sea of Tatooine is just magical to me. So I'm going to draw that here today. A Rancor is a reptilian kind of creature. It apparently comes from the planet of Dathomir, and it is considered semi-sentient. So it is, I don't know, I'd say closely akin to a mammal we have on Earth, like a dog or a cat, I suppose. And it is such a unique design, such an interesting and wonderfully terrifying creation. I'm looking very much forward to see how this here drawing turns out. One of two major things I struggled with in this drawing was the ratio or the proportions of the beastie compared to a humanoid, but also Boba Fett's helmet and proportions therein as well. Firstly, in Return of the Jedi, Luke Skywalker's picked up by the Rancor monster, so obviously this is a big creature, and the website Wikipedia gives them a height of around about 5 meters. So pretty tall, very disproportionate to a human being in terms of length of arms. So it was a challenge to try and get everything to look right and yet still have Boba Fett riding on the beastie. I'm also drawing this at a time when I'm not sure exactly what the Rancor that Boba Fett has, what its proportions are and how it might be different from the one from the movie. There was a baby or child, I guess adolescent Rancor in the Bad Batch, and it was certainly much smaller. So it was challenging to try and figure out where a harness might fit or where a person might ride this beastie. So again, this is being drawn before any realization of that claim that Boba Fett wants to ride the Rancor like a Bantha. So in terms of the drawing itself, you can see there's been a lot of work done in terms of thinking where the darkness would be. Texture in particular on the beastie was challenging because it's more of a, like I said, reptilian sort of skin. So you've got lots of folds and creases, especially on the face, on the arms. The face itself is actually quite unique as well, based on where the nostrils are. And I'm trying to imagine where all the different anatomies would be, even though it's obviously a fictional creation. But it was certainly a lot of fun to create. And this is another one of those drawings where I started working on it and I was a little bit worried about how it would turn out. Again, I've got this image in my mind of what my childhood versions are, which are terrible. I tried to draw as a kid, but this has worked out really well, and it kind of showcases the improvement that I'm hoping that all of us are showing in our work. you can see that I've worked on the helmet of Boba Fett several times at this point as well, because again, I think as a kid I had the action figure and I didn't notice at first that the head of the action figure is way too small compared to how big a helmet would be on the body. And that, I think, really did color the way I drew him when I was younger, and really kind of, to this day, I have trouble with the heads and proportions. But nonetheless, it's something which I've had to experience personal growth with. And also the placement of the leg as well. How is he going to be riding the Rancor? So that's the drawing at this point. I'm just working on some background elements and some touch-ups along the arm. Hope you've enjoyed that video. Maybe it inspired you to also draw your favorite scene from the Book of Boba Fett, or upcoming scenes perhaps. Let me know what you think of the show on the whole in the comments. Let me know what your thoughts are. But thank you so much for watching. Hope you have a fantastic day, and may the Force be with you.